Hello, Mark Piotr here. This is an unusual video for me. We are going to try to play a logic game. I love this kind of game. I've been doing, I don't know, more than 100 of these things. This one's called Child's Play. Thelma and four other young mothers are having their regular Wednesday morning meeting. They have coffee and discuss their children. Each mother has brought a different colored toy for her child to play with. They specify here in the clue that the two of which, the cat and the rabbit, are animals. And one of the toys is white. So we're going to try to match the first name of the mother with the first name of the child, the toy, and the color of the toy. So it's a total of 4 variables. And we're going to match them all together in this grid here. Now the top grid across, where you see Angela, Ben, Glenn, Helen, and Robbie, if you follow that from left to right, we need to fill in all 75 of those squares for the game to be finished. The remaining 3 boxes, or 75 squares, are optional for the computer to know that you have won the game. They don't have to be filled in completely. Now, if it's not true, we put an X, and if it's a match, we double tap, and then it makes a green dot. Okay, so let's try this out. Clue number 1. Vanessa's daughter has a cuddly toy animal. Okay, so that gives us actually 2 clues. We know that Vanessa has a daughter. Okay, so Vanessa is not Ben, not Glenn, and not Robbie. We also were told that it's a cuddly toy animal, so the toy must be either the cat or the rabbit, not the ball, the rattle, not the trumpet. But we don't know which one it is, so we don't double tap anything. We just leave those blank and wait for more clues. Let's go on. Ruth's child and Robbie own the rattle and the trumpet in some order. So that tells us that Ruth's child is not Robbie, because those are separate couples. Okay. It also tells us that Ruth is not the rattle or the trumpet. So X those part. And Robbie is not the rattle nor the trumpet. Oh wait, I got it backwards. I'm sorry. They are the rabbit and the trumpet. You can fix your mistakes with this little sideways arrow like that and go backwards. So I should have put an X here because we want to leave the rattle and the trumpet open. Sorry about that. So that's an example of what not to do. Okay, so Robbie is either rattle or trumpet. Ruth is either rattle or trumpet. And they're not the same as each other. We'll have to remember that. Okay, the toy trumpet is made of red plastic. Well, that helps. So trumpet and red go together. So we're going to double tap that, and we have our green dot, our first green dot. We're done with this clue. I'm going to tap that clue so that we know that we've considered it. Number 3. Ben is the owner of the yellow toy. Okay, so Ben is yellow. We follow Ben across to yellow and double tap that. His mother is not Ursula. Okay, so Ben is not Ursula. Give that an X. That also means that Ursula is not yellow, so we can put an X next to Ursula and yellow. Okay, let's go to the next clue. Sally's son has a black toy. So Sally and black go together, and we double click that for a green dot. Oh, it also tells us that Sally has a son. So Sally is not Angela, not Helen, but one of those 3 boys. And we don't know which yet. The rattle belongs to Angela. Well, that's a nice clue. Okay, so let's look at Angela and rattle, and we'll put a double tap for a green dot there. Angela and Rattle go together. Okay, now let's look at the next clue. The ball is not black. Okay, so black and ball gets an X. They go together. That also means that Sally is not the ball, right? Because Sally's toy is black, or rather the child's toy is black. So we put an X down there as well. All right, let's do the last clue. Glenn is not the owner of the toy rabbit. Okay, so Glenn is not the rabbit. Put an X there. Which is not green. So that's talking about the rabbit. Which is not green is the rabbit. So the rabbit is not green. We'll put an X there. Most of the success of winning this game is understanding what the clues mean. Otherwise, you cannot do this game. All right, so it doesn't seem like we have very much on our board yet, does it? So now we have to start getting smart and figure out, what do these clues tell us? Well, first of all, we've eliminated that Robbie's toy must be the trumpet, because the other four are already eliminated. So Robbie must be the trumpet. We're going to double tap that. We also know that Robbie's toy, or I'm sorry, the trumpet is red, so Robbie must be red. So put it like that. Okay, if Robbie is red, he's not black, so he can't be with Sally. Okay. Now I look down here at the color red, and it must be either Thelma or Ursula. So I can put X's next to these other ladies' names, like that. We also know that he has the trumpet, so the trumpet is going to be either Thelma or Ursula, which crosses off these two boxes. The trumpet is Thelma or Ursula. Okay, and now we have another important clue. By process of elimination, the rattle must be with Ruth. So we can double tap that. Okay, rattle is also with Angela, so therefore Angela and Ruth go together. Double tap that. Okay, that helps. We also know that the rattle is not black, or rather Ruth is not black or red. So let's go across the other direction. Black, red, green. Oh, I'm sorry. Not black, not red, not yellow. Going down, not black, not red, not yellow. Okay. So that helped somewhat, didn't it? Okay, look, we have another process of elimination. Vanessa must be the mother of Helen, because that's the only one left. So double click that. Okay. Otherwise, we don't know much about Helen yet, do we? We have 3 possible toys and 3 possible colors. But looking down, Vanessa is not black or red, which means Helen cannot be black or red. So let's put an X right there on the black. Likewise, Vanessa cannot be ball, rattle, or trumpet. So let's look at Helen. She cannot be ball, rattle, or trumpet. And now we've got another process of elimination. Black must be Glenn, because he's the only guy left in this list. That makes sense, so we double tap that. There you go. Glenn has a black toy. Well, we already know that black belongs to Sally, so Glenn must be with Sally. Let's double click that. Okay. Looking down, Sally is either the cat or the rabbit. Looking across, Glenn is either the ball or the cat. So the only 2 things they have in common are the cat. Therefore, Glenn must be the cat. or have a cat toy. Okay. Now we have another elimination here. Ben and Thelma must go together. Okay. Also we have Robbie and Ursula must go together. And the ball, the only possibility left is Ben. So let's put a double click there. And we also know that the ball is yellow, going straight across. So it's Ben, Thelma, ball, yellow. Let's go down. Thelma, Ben, yellow, ball. Okay, see how I did that? And look at another single box that's left, Helen and Rabbit. So Helen must have the rabbit. Looking down, Vanessa, Helen, Rabbit must go together. Okay, and we have another single one here, Ursula, Robbie, Trumpet. Okay, going across, we already know Robbie, Ursula, Trumpet, Red. So Ursula must be red. And luckily that coincides with our single possibility that's left there. So it looks like we're doing good so far. We're not done, but we're getting there. Okay, now let's take a look at what do we need to study next? Let's see, the rattle is either green or white, but we don't know which yet. The rattle is green or white. So going across here with green, it's the green or white is the rattle. So it can't be those other two colors. Okay, what else do we need to know? The rabbit, Vanessa, but we don't know the color of the rabbit yet. It's also green or white. Okay, let's go back to clue number 1. Ruth's child and Robbie own the rattle and the trumpet in some order. Well, Ruth's child is Angela with the rattle. So therefore, Robbie must own the trumpet. Do we already have him as the trumpet? Yes, we do. Oh well, so that clue is completed. Okay. Glenn is not the owner of the toy rabbit. That's because he has the cat. Okay, so I'm only lacking one thing. Let me see what... Usually I don't talk to myself this much. Thelma, ball, yellow. Sally, Glenn, cat, black. Yeah, let's fill in over here. Sally, Glenn, cat, black. So let's put black and cat together. Okay. Did that help? Not enough. Okay, let's take, oh, yellow. Yellow ball, Thelma. Yellow ball, Thelma. So let's go yellow. Let's fill in the yellow ball, Thelma there. Aha! That gives me another singularity over here. So green and rattle must go together. Put a green dot there. White and rabbit must go together. And now I can finish it. The computer doesn't know that I'm done, but in my head I know I'm done. So rabbit, Helen, and white go together. Let's go across here. Helen, Vanessa, rabbit, white. And rattle, green. And we are done. Hints taken 0. So yes, they offer hints, but the hints are not very good. All the hints do is they tell you whether or not you've made a mistake in your X's and green dots so far, but they don't really tell you anything more than that. So there you go. That's how you play the logic puzzle game.